Behind the Grooves. Hello everyone and welcome back to Behind the Grooves, where I, Peter Holmes, the vinyl kid of Florida, takes you to the other side of the record behind the grooves. Last time we met we were reviewing Bruce Springsteen's Darkness on the Edge of Town, but today we're reviewing something completely different from 1964. Not quite the soundtrack, but the album related to the Beatles' first full-length feature film, A Hard Day's Night. There is a difference between the soundtrack and the actual album shown here. The soundtrack had a red cover with only 4 photos of the Beatles on it, and it was released in the United States on a completely different label. This, on the other hand, not only has songs from the film, it has songs written specifically for the album. Now, a little overview. A Hard Day's Night was released on July 6, 1964 in the United Kingdom, which also happens to be my birthday. The album was released about 2 or 3 days after the film. I believe it was July 9th it was released. Correct me if I'm wrong, but on the cover here you've got the 4 Beatles, 5 photos of each just goofing around on set. It goes John, George, Paul, Ringo. And the film started production shortly after the Fab Four returned from the United States from their crazed first U.S. tour. So I'm not really going to dig really deep into that. You can learn more about that on a DVD called The First U.S. Tour or U.S. Visit. I can't read it right now. So here you have information about the album, and you've got pictures of the boys on here, John, Paul, George, Ringo. And, you know, long play 33 and a third RPM, gee thanks, EMI. So side A has, these are the film's songs, the ones that were actually in the film. Hard Day's Night, I Should Have Known Better, If I Fell, I'm Happy Just to Dance With You, And I Love Her, Tell Me Why, and Can't Buy Me Love. In the film, these songs were played in a lower key, except for Can't Buy Me Love and A Hard Day's Night. Some of them were played in a lower key, and I actually like them better that way, but I gotta mess with Audacity for that. Side B, which were the songs written just for the album. Anytime at all, I'll Cry Instead, Things We Said Today, When I Get Home, You Can't Do That, and I'll Be Back. I find most of the songs on side B, except for Things We Said Today, kind of annoying because it all seems like the same thing to me. But that's just me. If you've got a different opinion, then you got a different opinion. Now here is our inner sleeve. This was a 1978 repress. I think it was 78. It was mid-70s or late 70s. Either way, this was our inner sleeve. It's just pretty much kind of plain, and it's got your Care for Your Record message on there, and your copyright message down below. And on the back, it's a blank sleeve. So yeah, the label looks a little different from what we're used to, either the gold and black one or the yellow and black one. This was the 70s, so it'd be a little different. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, this is a stereo reissue. So here's side A and side B, or side 2, as it says, but I prefer calling it A and B. I just believe in that. So that's A Hard Day's Night for you, the 1970s repress. I hope to get a mono pressing soon enough, because, you know, the mono issues are amazing. I've already got a few of them in mono, but I'll get some more soon. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this vinyl review. It means the world to me that you would take a few minutes out of your day to watch a guy like me review such an amazing album such as this. As always, please subscribe for more Behind the Grooves. We try to release a new one every Saturday or so, and we're almost off season, but we are working on a season 4. We're going to have some good stuff in it, we promise. This is Peter Scott Holmes, the vinyl kid of Florida, signing out with peace and love and a 1970s repressing of the Beatles' classic album, A Hard Day's Night, in stereo on Parlophone Records. Peace and love.